I'm just on my way to town now. I need to pick up a few materials. I have to get some paint brushes and rollers so that I can start painting the walls around the electric points. I also have to get a new P-trap. The one that I bought is the wrong size. I have to get some PVC joiners to be able to join the P-trap to the existing 50mm pipe, and then we need some cutting discs as well. The guys have started to mix up the plaster for both the bath, and then we will be screeding the floor as well. So that's all being mixed up now, so I need to rush to town to get this back in time because we need to install the P-trap in the bath with the plug before they can actually plaster it. So a little bit of a time crunch at the moment, but yeah, let me get to town, get those materials and get back out here as soon as possible.
Tell me what's inside your heart. We don't want to start a cult. Tell me if it's all facade. Nowadays it's so easy to believe what you want ain't no reason to perceive. Every phone's a TV selling fairy tales for cheap, and if I climb 100 feet I might fall before I jump off, dive in the oasis, a mirage to whatever's in this place here. I accept illusions and they might be in my head. ChatGPT told me that I'm better off dead, so dead. She won't find replacements. She say use your head, I'm in your imagination instead.
I just got back to the house. I managed to get everything that I needed to from the hardware, and there is a lot going on. We've got a lot of plastering that's happening. We are having to lift a few walls inside so that they're the same height as the windows. The gas structure is being plastered. What else? We are now going to install the drain for the bath, and once that's installed then we can actually start screeding the floor and the bath. So we're going to go work on that next.
I don't ever listen though, careful if you get too close. And she said, tell me what's inside your heart. We don't want to start a cult for two. Tell me if it's all facade, cause the flowers here still bloom. Tell me what's inside your head. We don't want nobody dead in here. Tell me what you're gonna do before the flowers here still bloom. All of this is real. Could you see my scars getting healed? We got this depth on the surface. All our layers are getting peeled. We see through rose-colored lenses, and my soul's in suspension. I'm trying to cut through all this tension. Long distance calling through extensions. My love for you grew when you disappeared. Is that a magic trick? I want you close when you're not here, just to scratch the itch on my back. Cause I want you back in my room, on my bed. Flowers blooming in my head. She won't find replacements. She say use your head, I'm in your imagination instead. I don't ever listen though, careful if you get too close. And she said,
Just moved all the plumbing stuff from the car to here in the house. We are going to store it here for now until we lay the floor. Obviously then it's going to have to move probably to the storeroom outside. But now it is time for me to go around and paint every electrical point. I'm first going to take a sweeping brush and dust off every point, and then I'm going to prime every point, and once it's primed I'll give it about an hour or two and then come over probably twice with 2 coats of the final paint that we'll be using for the walls.
tell me what's inside your heart. We don't want to start a cult for two. Tell me if it's all facade, cause the flowers here still bloom. Tell me what's inside your
Okay, I've just finished dusting all the electrical points. It's time to paint now. We are running out of time. It is past 3 o'clock and the guys usually leave around 3:30. So I'm going to rush around the house, see if I can at least get the primer on, and then tomorrow morning I can do the final coats of the finishing paint.
your head. We don't want nobody dead in here. Tell me what you're gonna do before the flowers.
I've gone ahead and turned my t-shirt inside out while I paint. It is a brand new t-shirt and I really don't want it to get paint all over it. And I unfortunately forgot to bring an old t-shirt with me. So this is the only way that I can think of to make sure that it doesn't get messed up, and it'll have to do. So on this estate, you are only allowed to paint your house a specific color. I personally am not a big fan of the color, really don't like it, but I've got no choice. It is the only color I am allowed to paint my house. This color that you see behind me is either very, very old and faded, or was a different color that the houses previously were. But this is the incorrect color. So I've gone ahead and painted a little sample here behind me of the correct color. This is a color that I got mixed up in Joburg. My uncle and cousin have a paint factory and they were able to mix this up for me based on just a color name. So I've painted a sample to check that it is the correct color, and once it dries tomorrow and I double check that it is the correct color, I will get them to mix up probably about 40 liters of paint to paint the whole house. Looking at it now, it does look like it is going to be the correct color. The name of the color is pumpkin seed for obvious reasons. Not the biggest fan, but what can we do? I'm just finishing off here for the day. It has been a long day. I'm tired as usual, but we did manage to get quite a bit done. Unfortunately, we didn't manage to lay any of the floors yet, but we did a whole bunch of preparation for the floors to be laid tomorrow. So we're going to probably just do the main bedroom tomorrow, and then just use that as an example, make sure everything goes as we expect it to, and then from there continue on throughout the rest of the house. I also managed to prime a lot of the electrical points. The electrician is coming tomorrow to do some installation, and we also moved a whole bunch of rubble that was in the wrong place at the back at the braai area, which will become the fire pit. That has all been made nice and neat. So let me give you a quick walkthrough to show you everything that was completed today. Right, we will start at the front door. I forgot to mention that there was a whole bunch of painting done, so all the outside poles have been painted. The inside poles were finished mostly before I came, but there was a little bit that was done up here as well. And you can see on the floor here we have prepared all the sand, and there's the pile of cement that will be used for laying down the screed tomorrow. I've also gone and, like I said, primed all these inside electrical points. Obviously just the plaster. Where there was previously paint, we don't need to prime that. This is a new light switch that's going to switch on the lights in the bay window, and all of those guys there have also been plastered, and all of these points here have also been primed. That's all the plumbing stuff that was moved in today. And coming into the main bedroom, this is the room that we are going to screed tomorrow, which is very, very exciting. And everything here has been prepped electrically to be able to install some electric points as well. That may not happen tomorrow in this room because we're laying down the floor, but we'll see how quickly the floor sets. The other thing that we also did was the top of these walls here weren't plastered. They were a little bit lower than they needed to be. We wanted them to be the same height as the window, and they were about a brick or so, or a little bit less than a brick lower. So we increased the height of those and plastered them off nicely. We installed the bath plug as well, so that is ready to be plastered. And then let's go have a look at the other room, the kids' bedroom. Come in this side. Yeah, mostly the same. Painted or primed all the electrical points. Same story here. We had to increase the height of this wall. This wall behind the shower here was plastered. It previously, I don't know, that looks like it's going to be too dark to come out. I can barely even see it with my own eyes. But yeah, that was plastered. Inside this shower, we're going to tile basically this wall and then up until this wall, and there will be a piece of glass here for the shower. If we go outside, the whole gas structure here was finished being plastered, and it is all nice and neat, both inside and out. You can see here, plastered all around. We finished the plastering on the braai as well, the pieces of this braai structure. So the sides were plastered, all the lights on the outside there were also plastered, and okay, there's still this switch there that needs to be plastered in, but this side was plastered. And this is where we moved all the rubble. So this rubble was coming quite a bit out this side, and there wasn't enough that side, so we've spread it out, and it's now a nice big platform that will eventually form the fire pit. So if I give you a shot from this side, there'll be a nice big round fireplace in the middle here, and then we can put chairs around it. And I'm going to get some nice natural rocks to go along the edge here of this higher platform that we've created. So that's about it for today. Like I said, I'm extremely tired. It was a frantic day. There was a lot going on. We were missing some supplies, so going to town delayed us a little bit. Not having that bath plug was the main reason why we weren't able to screed anything today. We had to start in that room, and without the bath plug, we obviously weren't able to start screeding. But tomorrow, first thing, the screed will be going down in the main bedroom. I need to see that before I leave, and that's going to be very exciting. I'm also very excited that the electrician is coming tomorrow to put some lights in, so soon we will have lights in the house again. And next time I come, like I said earlier in the video, I am very sure that I am going to be able to stay here. That concludes this episode. I hope you enjoyed it. I will see you in the next one, where hopefully, fingers crossed, touching wood, all that, we will be laying the screed for the flooring. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. This is quite exciting. I finally have keys to the house, so I'm going to go ahead and lock it all up.